Hi!
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Is it working? It is working! Hello! Oh my gosh! Hello!
Hello. Hi everyone, welcome to
The
VOD
Talkies!
Woohoo! An all-inclusive podcast about all things VTubing from two silly girls who have been here way too long. Yeah!
So our VTuber podcast is gonna start with multiple series, and we want to make this into like a bi-weekly or a monthly thing.
Bi-weekly. Is the plan. Yeah. This is our custom podcast world that we've shown you last year if you were here. You can see the Lightmotif logo behind me. Right. Oh, wait, over here. Like, not there. Over here. Yeah.
Anyways,
we can do stuff like here, like, for example, change the camera angles. Wow. Crazy stuff.
Wait.
Hello.
Whoa!
Oh.
Camera here.
Wow. Hello.
Hey, can we hold hands? Can we hold hands?
Okay. Oh, wait. How much time is it? Sorry. Oh, I almost touched you. Come here. Come give me your arm. No,
Wait.
Not quite. What are you doing? Yes. Almost. Oh, so close yet so far. Scratch my face. Oh, I can actually see me scratch my face. Okay.
So podcast, we gotta start properly. Like, welcome to our first episode of VOD Talkies. I am host I'm host X. I'm Sholan, your elegant peaceful dragon from Lightmotif. Ian, nice to meet you all.
Oh.
And next to me is host L. Who are you?
Host L, hello. I am the host L, Laphipi, and together we are from Lightmotif English branch. If you don't know, Lightmotif is our agency. Here again, logo right there, right there. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. We have topics that we will not stray from at all today. We wrote that in an agenda, like the professional peeps we are. And Xiaomang, what are our topics today?
So we're gonna talk about our VTubing journey then versus now. Not just we're gonna share with you guys some like insights that you probably never heard from us before, and we're gonna share some like information or our point of view about VTubing that we don't know of. Not don't know of. Like we were gonna compare then and now, like how it's like. And we'll share with you our takes. Not really hot takes, because we don't want to get cancelled, you know?
Speak for yourself. I'm ready. I've been here for too long.
Yeah, is this our type of content now? We're gonna get cancelled.
Trash talk. If you guys don't know, both of Shu and me actually started around the same time. So we've both been here for 4 years, 2021. So our experience kind of overlap. So yeah, as we said, first we want to talk about our own journey, how we experienced it. Some of you guys probably know some of this stuff if you followed us for a long time, especially. I think it's nice to like have it concisely in one place. And we talk about the challenges we faced and like how we went from indie to corpo to indie to corpo and the pipeline and stuff, you know. Oh, she's dancing. Look how cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and talk about some basic stuff from VTubing and how VTubing back in the day felt in comparison to today from our perspective.
And like the main takeaway is that like we want you as listeners to be able to enjoy this podcast. And for future VTuber wannabes, like wannabe is quite a negative term.
Wannabe, you want to be a VTuber to prove yourself.
People that want to be a VTuber, maybe you'll be interested in like our journey and see like what inspired us or what can help it. Why are you choking, girl?
You can see me drink. Look at that. Look at that.
So should we kickstart our first topic?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
So our journey in VTubing. Yeah, when did you first start it, girl?
Okay, so I'm gonna start at the very beginning. I actually first got into contact with VTubers because I watched Kizuna Ai all the way back in 2016. Yeah, the first VTuber, if you guys know her. But I also had a friend who started VTubing really early, I think in 2018. And she actually wanted me to become a VTuber with her, but I was very young back then. I was like under the age of 18 and I didn't have PayPal, so I couldn't commission anyone online. So I was like, nah, girl, I'm good, but thanks for asking. But I could have been one of the actual OGs. Kind of crazy to think about, right?
Yeah, that would be crazy, actually. Yeah. Like if you started out 2018, that's like
OG.
That's when
Hololive.
OG.
I think when Hololive started, right?
Yeah, similar time.
Yeah. Right, and then when Hololive first launched the English branch in late 2020, that was when I realized for the first time that it's like actually a thing that people outside of Japan do. It was so weird to me. I remember seeing those VTuber models that I've only ever seen speak Japanese, speak English. I was like, damn, cool. And then that's when I designed, in quotation marks, designed my first VTuber model draft. I wasn't sure what Life to Do was, so I thought it's just an image, right? So I drew myself. But I don't know, that didn't last very long. I just drew it and then I lost interest again. But then I saw—
Can we share the picture?
I don't have it at hand actually. That's like not uni. It looks like my real life self.
Man.
So
oh damn. Okay. I see how it is.
I modeled it after myself. Right, and then I think it was February 2021 was when Hololive launched auditions for Gen 2 English, and I thought, yeah, that's gonna be me. That's me. I wanted to audition, so I made myself a V-Rive model, and I already planned out my life in the future as a VTuber star.
Oh my, okay.
I mean, my first stream ever was a Genshin Impact stream that I only showed to my friends to test it out, and then the first.
Wait, your first ever game was Genshin Impact?
Yes. But it was like unlisted stream. I didn't put the category because I only wanted my friends to watch, and there was still one person that wasn't my friend there. I don't know who that person was, so whoever you are, thanks for watching.
Oh, so like first actual stranger audience. Oh, that's
that was
crazy.
Danganronpa, like, and the first stream where I actually shared it on Twitter, that was the Danganronpa 3 stream. But yeah, that's how I started, like the very beginning, the very beginning. That was in March 2021, I think.
Oh, we started really similar then. Oh my gosh.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get into the other stuff after, but I think you can share your very beginning first. But I think your very beginning is a bit more advanced than mine.
Yeah. So I think it all went back to like me growing up in like an anime loving family. Like my dad watches anime, my brother watches anime,
Crazy.
Everybody watches anime, and then even before COVID started, like I always know that there are like virtual mascots in a sense that like people are, I won't think they're streaming, but they're doing content creation with like virtual skins. Yeah. But like the concept of VTubing isn't really a thing yet back then, until like COVID first started, and then I got nothing else to do, you know. I just got stuck at home studying or something, and then bro was like sharing some Noel clips and Hololive JP clips, and I was like, damn, they're funny. They're so cute and funny, and they make music and they do whatever they want to. They're so unhinged, everything. I wanna be like that too. So here I thought like being a VTuber is easy. Yeah, at this moment I still think that like so easy, like everything is just like I just have to be there and then I do whatever I want to, you know, and that's it. And me thinking that I probably can get into all the big companies.
Right? Where did we get the confidence from? Where did we just looked at them like, oh yeah, that's us, that's gonna be me.
And then because of the lack of research, that is not like me at all, because like back then, before I jumped into VTubing, I was in between like choosing something that is completely different path than this. And then I was thinking of like, oh, should I try it out? I mean, why not, right? So I applied to some companies. But the thing is, back then I didn't know like indie VTubers was a thing. Okay, I'm stupid. I did not do research.
What time was that? Like, was it in 2020 or was it already 2021?
2020.
There weren't a lot of agencies back then, were there?
Yeah, like back then, if I have to like name drop some like indie VTubers, I think Bao,
Artemis,
and then Artemis, exactly. Like,
she blew up. It was crazy.
They were pretty popular in the field, but then I deadass thought they were in agencies. Not gonna lie.
What kind of agencies existed in 2020? I only know Hololive. I know a lot in 2021, but not in 2020. Zendaya.
Yeah, and then I applied. Yeah, I think Zendaya was in 2020. Kawaii should be 2020 or 2020.
I think it's early 2021.
Yeah, also like Project Kawaii as well. Like there are so many companies that like they kind of just is gone now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then, because of this thought, I was like, okay, maybe if I want to be a VTuber, I have to be in an agency. Wow. Naive shoe. And then I applied to my old company Emberglow, and then I got hired. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, and I got hired late 2020, and I debuted it around like 2021
I think May.
April, May. Yeah,
I think it was
yeah,
May.
yeah.
2 months
Yeah,
after
May.
May.
It's just when I first got hired, I was not supposed to be a talent, but a talent manager.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, yeah, it was being Shu is quite a quite a spontaneous decision. Yeah. Yeah, so but I'm glad I'm Shu. Yeah, that's why I could say hi to you guys like this. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, you didn't name yourself or design yourself, right?
No, I didn't. So it's very different from you. I didn't have the chance to like pick a name or the lore or design. But I kind of like it. Like I don't want to be another person. Yeah, I like
you.
it.
You made it yourself. Into yourself. And funnily enough, this model that you see right here is the exact model she started with.
It's the OG. Yeah, it's the model that I first debuted it. Insane.
Because she doesn't have a new 3D model yet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's interesting how like we crossed paths even though we started out really differently.
Right?
Yeah, insane. How do we even meet again? Sorry, how do we meet?
Right, to get to that, maybe like real quick, my first 2 months. I think we met relatively early into my lifespan too. So the very first month I used like the VROD model I showed just now. But I very quickly noticed that I want to take this more seriously. So I wanted to get one of those fancy schmancy Live 2D models, right, that everyone had. Because back then you actually did stand out a lot through your design. Like these days, everyone's beautiful, right? Everyone has a pretty model. Back then, having a high quality Live 2D model was way more rare than it is these days. It was very expensive. But I found my mama of my other model. Yeah, so I got this model 2 months after I first started VTubing with my Rare model. I think that's also how you first saw me, right?
Yeah.
That's Unico.
Yeah, I miss her.
What the fuck, man? Right. So, and my mama was super fast and she made this for me. And then I never had a real debut stream, by the way, in the first 2 years of my life. Like I just started streaming and then this model reveal was also just the, hi guys, look at this, cool, right? Okay, moving on. Right, like I knew very little about VTuber culture, like agency culture when I first started out. I didn't even know there's agencies aside from Hololive. I didn't know you were in an agency,
so
I think.
Different. We're so different.
I don't think I knew you were in an agency either. Right, so yep. And then I was just humming along, just making some voice-changing videos. And I think the first time we met, I made a tweet where I was like, guys, where are the European VTubers? I need people to rate, because back then it was really rare for the Europeans to stream for some reason. So, and then Shu commented under that. She was like, hi, I'm European. I'm in European time zone. And I watched her, I looked at her channel and I was like, damn, she's so good at singing. And then we followed each other. But we didn't actually start talking a lot back then. That was later, I think, right?
I think we connected through a mutual friend, my ex-gen mate. Yeah. Yeah, that time flies. Like, now that I think about it, we're quite old. Like 4 years.
4 years.
I always joke about like 4 years. That's enough to like get a bachelor or like a
I did
degree.
finish. I started my studies and finished my studies while VTubing. I started my studies like in August 2021. So after I already debuted, and I graduated last December. So I literally finished my bachelor in this time. How was your like pre-debut phase? Like, I don't know what it was like back then, but like these days in agencies, there's like a lot of stuff you do pre-debut, right? Like, how was it for you? Like, did you have promo or did you have to do a test debut stream or whatever? How was that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so funny story. Back then, debuts is not really a thing. I did it because we used Hololive as a metric, okay? So we watched I at least watch every Hololive's debut. Okay, I'm not even joking. I watch back then, they don't have that many gens yet, you know? So I can afford to sit here, like watch everybody's debuts. But then there are scuffed ones, like Coronis is quite scuffed.
True.
And then there are like really detailed ones like Collab, like Maury's is really, really detailed with all the slides and stuff. So I kind of just like took it as a reference and digested it and then made my own slides. We did have a manager back then that helps us to like go through one test stream. But I find it quite useful because they did tell us about like techniques, like how to deal with sudden engagements or like sudden weird comments, like how what you should deal, how you should deal with it. But then I wish there was some tiny more preparation. For example, like it would be so nice if there are more hype, like promotion and stuff. But back then, maybe everything is still very new. Us as talents have to do all the promotion ourselves. We promote ourselves through like Reddit, Twitter.
Reddit, yeah, Reddit.
Oh my gosh. Even Pinterest. I'm not even joking. Even Pinterest.
Okay.
Yeah, Pinterest and like DeviantArt, stuff like that. We promoted all over. But yeah, that's like the trial and error time phrase where I was testing out everything as well. But I was very confused because I was never a VTuber, you know. I was a V-roid as well.
Yeah, true. That was an interesting decision.
There's not much. Yeah, there's not much information about it. I don't know anything about Unity. I don't know anything about like V-roids, 3D, anything. So I tried things out from scratch, and I think it's quite an experience, but I'm glad I experienced it because I learned things from this experience. Yeah. So that's my debut. Yeah, I did my slides in 2 days, and I was really nervous when I debuted it, and I don't like my debut, guys.
I like it. It's cute. It's pure.
It's very
actually
cringe.
elegant and
very
peaceful.
Cringe. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I see.
How about you? How was your pre-debut? Like,
well, like I said, so I didn't have a debut per se, and the time I didn't promo myself really either. I made like my Twitter account, and I just, because the thing is, at that point, I actually dragged all of my real life friends who I used to hang out with all the time on Discord, right during Corona and stuff. I dragged them all into VTubing, so they all like kind of started because of me. After watching my first few streams, and yeah, I just didn't really have a promo or debut plan or whatever. I just recorded stuff and then I posted it like really bad and stuff, and I really had fun. I was just doing my thing, and I wasn't trying to promo or to do anything. I just wanted to make content and play games on stream. That was how I started out. Yeah. Like no game plan at all. Yeah.
Yeah, because if we do a little bit of like comparison, because I feel like we will forget about this, it's like nowadays when people are streaming now, especially if you're in a company, instead of you doing whatever you want, they probably need to write down a full list of what is your theme, what are you going to do to fit your theme, what games you're going to stream, how is your content plan like for the rest of the 6 months. Yeah, what's your niche, what makes you stand out, so that how are you going to work on to stand out. So like it's the pressure and like the amount of preparation is so different, because I understand the market is really saturated now, so you got to do that to like kind of stand yourself out as well. But yeah, if I am a VTuber now that debuted, I don't think I could like handle that much
There's so
preparation.
much.
Yeah.
It was just for the fansies
Exactly.
at first. Yeah.
So you did say like your first game was Genshin, but what is your like first proper one again? Sorry.
Danganronpa V3.
And why did you choose it?
Because my friend really wanted me to play it, and he wanted to watch me, so I thought, all right. I wanted to, like, there's a lot of dialogue, and I love the voice acting, right? So I was just voice acting the entire thing. I didn't get very far. I think I did like 5 streams, and then I stopped though.
Oh, classic.
yeah. I started early. Yeah, and then what were some other of my first games? The Zelda Twilight Princess as well. I got quite far there actually. And back in the day, I remember I was scared of doing just chatting streams because I was scared no one would show up and chat, right?
Same!
Yeah,
oh my god, same! Oh,
that's
so
such
same.
an early small streamer experience, I think. You would get so happy if at least one person wrote a single message during starting screens.
Like, actually,
so you know you're not
like
alone.
even though now it's still the same though. Like sometimes when we do big events, like events like this, right? We're so scared no one will tune in, even though it's so stupid that we think about this, because our mods will tune in, of course. But like we just our streamer brain is like, no one will come.
Yeah, and that was especially bad back then, and it does happen. Sometimes no one would chat at all.
Yeah,
this was just the thing. Yeah.
And
every single like even these days too, but I feel like back then I didn't, of course. I remember during Danganronpa, sometimes I got one new chatter and they would actually like keep chatting. Like I had, I don't know, 10 viewers and a new person would come in and they would keep chatting. I feel like these days a lot of times someone drops in, sends one message, and then they like either lurk or leave. which is completely fair, right? Back then, and I would like, of course, I still remember everyone, but my very first few viewers, I still have their names like in my head, and I remember what they were saying, their messages. It left such an impact.
Oh, I remember too. Yeah, I see some of them in here actually.
Aw.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone from my first streams is still here, actually, from my very first ones.
Time to find them. You know that movie, send letters to people that you crushed on. You can like take that save.
Wait, isn't that to all the boys I've loved or something?
Yeah,
I watched that recently.
I watched it recently. All the viewers that used to watch, I'm gonna send you a letter. Where are you guys? Why are you not here?
Actually, one of my very first mod that wasn't one of my friends is still streaming.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
like he occasionally streams. I should just drop. I sometimes consider raiding him, but I don't want to scare him.
Just do it. I think it's fun.
I should. Yeah, we should do that, chat. We should bully him. Because he bullied me. Yeah.
My first game though was a stupid game. Mine was like a goose insane. What goose?
Goose?
Goose something.
Goose?
I forgot the name of it.
The goose game. The goose game.
Yeah, goose game. Yeah, and I didn't know that it was actually a collab game. So yeah, it was playing solo. I mean, you can also play it solo, but I had so much fun because I didn't think it through. The first game that I want to play is just something stupid and something silly. That's why I chose that. Yeah. Yeah.
First choices. Yeah. Oh wait, actually, I do remember. I did check out what kind of games are good for stream, and then I saw games with many followers on Twitch, but not a lot of viewers. And then I saw that Danganronpa V3 had a lot of followers, but not many viewers, not many people streaming it. Maybe I was contemplating kinda, like in a way, since I did that. Right.
Oh, that's a good start actually. Like streaming something that people follows a lot for the first wave of attention. That's smart. Well, I never. Damn. Okay. Well, maybe I should plan my next week's schedule using that. Wait, what?
I don't know if it works that well anymore, but yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Right. So that was like the first 3 months, I think. I do remember because a lot of things changed for me in mid 2021 compared to when I started. Let's think.
What happened?
I did start actually, like I started meeting some people who were taking VTubing a bit more seriously and started talking to them like a few months in. And that's when I kind of discovered smaller VTuber agencies. And I just thought, all right, why not? And so I applied to some of them. I think I applied to Prism Project, Cyberlife, and My Whole TV. Those 3, I think.
You applied to so many companies. What?
Yeah. But the thing is, for one, I applied on the very last day. And for the other 2, I did get 1 interview, but well, let's just say I didn't really prepare myself, and I probably was not ready. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I also started university around that time, and I think the workload would have not been handable for me back in 2021. Like I needed to focus on that. But yeah, so I did do that.
Yeah, you guys heard some like company names right now, right? Like, but most of these companies, they're all kind of just dead now. Unfortunately,
all three I mentioned, they're
disbanded, dissolved, or like something happened, so they had to like terminate their business, which is kind of unfortunate because I think every company had like really great talents.
Yeah, they did. They're really good
all
at scouting
super
talent.
entertaining. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like to experience like finding people and then
they're gone,
attached to them, like so liking them and they're gone. But that's just like how VTubing is. I think it's like a big cycle over and over.
True, but not us though. We've never reincarnated for 4 years. Never. Ever.
Oh, can you believe I'm still Shula? What?
I'm not the Unicorn anymore, but I've been Laphipi for 3 years, so.
Do we know why AG disbanded? Well, I can go into a little bit more. Like, so 2021, right? I started out as a VTuber, and then like, what did I do? I was mainly streaming on YouTube back then.
True.
I don't think I started out on Twitch at all. I think I started out Twitch late 2021 or like 2022, something like that. So like, I don't know. I don't even know there's Twitch. I didn't know Twitch existed before 2021,
what?
Guys. I
was already watching Twitch streamers when I was like 12. What?
I only know YouTube exists. I don't even have a Twitter account.
I didn't even know YouTube
this.
has streams. crazy.
Yeah,
was
back
like-
then when YouTube was still Susan. Yeah. So I started out on YouTube, but then I think it was a little bit difficult for me. Like, I think I fit YouTube back then a lot in terms of like I like how the community was like. I like streaming there. I like how all the VODs can be stored. But
That's
at the
pretty
same
cool, that's
time,
true.
I felt that like a lot of times YouTube are trying to get in my way. For example, like copyrights are an insane thing. Like sometimes when I do stuff like I'm just humming a song and then I'll get in trouble. Not even without instrumental, just humming a song. Yeah, back then it was really strict.
The GEMA.
And then, yeah, it was way before I started ASMR even. Yes. So to a point where like sometimes they will stop me from streaming. Like I couldn't stream from it because it says like I can't, or like I have to verify my age all the time. That I have to prove that I'm not a child. They think that I'm a dead as child. What on earth? But yeah, so and then sometimes playing certain games, there will be really interesting creatures coming by and saying like weird things, and like even I had moderators back then, but it still felt like the stream is fun and all, but sometimes like looking at those comments, you still maybe like, I wish like the moderation could be a tiny bit better in YouTube. Yeah, for example, like banning some certain words or stuff. I mean, now the moderation is way better now, but compared to back then when we first started, it was so crazy. And there's always like bot messages everywhere.
Yeah. Bot rates. Oh.
Yeah, so I was looking for more platforms to like stream as well. So I saw my other gen mates back then, they all went to Twitch. And I felt kind of lonely, not gonna lie.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Come to the
Like
superior website. Join us.
Everybody started streaming there, and then I'm alone with like some other creatures. Like some other gen mates still stick with YouTubes, you know? It's just sometimes when you're streaming and you want to like watch them or like chill with them, they're on another platform. So I also want to expand my community, so I went on Twitch. So that's why I'm here now.
It's
Hi,
good
guys.
because I hate watching streams on YouTube, not gonna lie.
Why? I liked it though.
Really? No, because first of all, I don't have YouTube Premium on my VTuber account. So
I don't have
can't
YouTube Premium as well.
Wait, okay, but I usually watch my streams on Twitch on my phone, right? So I can't even close the app when I'm watching on my YouTuber account, so I can't comment. And I don't like the overlay. I don't know. It's just I prefer Twitch by far. Yeah, for watching at least. Right. You mentioned ASMR. So another point that I wrote down was like, when was kind of the turning point for us? Because I don't know about you, but for my first month of streaming, I had like between 10 to 20 viewers, I think. Just like that. And then there was kind of a turning point for me in, I think, August or September 2021, because I started making TikTok videos at that time. And back then, there weren't really that many people doing like shorts. I think I was one of the first ones to like kind of do that.
Look at her, the connoisseur. Oh, wow.
And the very first TikTok I posted, it was from a clip from one of my streams where I talk about the phrase from hentais.
Wait, can you do that again, please?
And that clip blew up. I had 0 followers, never posted, and that clip got like 60,000 views, I think, in like 2 days. Right? But I think at that point, they didn't really transfer to my Twitch. That happened a bit later in November, I think, or October, when I did my first in 3 languages video, which was Little Sister in 3 languages. And I remember I was streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 at the time, and I looked at my my viewers, because back then I still had my CCV on, and I saw that I suddenly had like over 30 viewers, and I was like, what's happening? Am I being botted? And then someone in the chat wrote, "Oh, your TikTok's blowing up," and I checked my TikTok, and my short had like over 100,000 views. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was watching it blow up in real time, and those people were actually coming to my stream, a few of them, and I never had over 30 viewers before. It was such a freaky experience, honestly. And that may not sound like a lot these days, right? But it was so much for me back then. Like, it was insane. Yeah.
No, I feel like 30 is a good number.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I actually liked it. Like back then, what was my turning point? I actually don't remember even.
You hear our chat. You can leave. She wants 30 viewers.
No, don't leave me. It's more like I feel like I didn't really blow up. I don't think I've ever blown up. I don't think so. I feel like it's like a gradual, constant growth, which I prefer it that way. Because I think I started out streaming, the first things that I streamed on Twitch is like pretty mainstream games like GTA or like Getting Over It, that kind of streams. I think what gave me actual exposure is Dark Souls, like Souls-like games. Yeah, and then I think I played a lot of it. Like when I meant I played a lot, it's not like one stream per week, but like 3-4 streams per week, and each one of it is like hecking long, like 5 hours, 4 hours or plus. And maybe I was a new streamer back then, and Twitch algorithm be like, oh, this person is new, and they're like constantly streaming and frequently there's a pattern, so they gave me like more exposure. And I think a lot of people here actually found me through Soulsborne as well. So see, like you see, Souls game, first game was Souls game, it's all Souls game. She died a lot. Yeah, that was, I think,
pro gamer.
Started. Yeah, and people stayed. Yeah, even though I'm goofy. So yay.
Thank you for staying.
Thank you for staying. I can't do a heart.
Me neither.
I
Wait,
can't.
actually, maybe I can.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. I cannot.
I can't. Ooh. And then I still remember like recently people come in my stream asking like, I was pro at Soulsborne games, and there's no Soulsborne at all. Yes, I'm currently in like criminal arc phase. Yeah, I like crime games right now, as of now. But yeah, I will go back to it. Yeah.
Good.
I need to finish Expedition 23 first.
Yes, please do. Oh my god, I need something to talk about. Right.
Yeah.
No.
So 2021 basically is like our beginning phase, right? Like, because we started out, we're exploring the scene, trying different opportunities. You tried shorts, I tried streaming on Twitch, and that's how we kind of was for a whole like 1 or 2 years as well. I think we're still doing this. Like, we're still streaming on Twitch, you're still making short form content. Yeah, but the turning point, another turning point, like we mentioned ASMR, right? It was actually from some viewers. They said my voice fits ASMR, which I don't think so.
Okay, whatever you say, girl.
So,
whatever you say.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But because I watched a lot of ASMR, okay, before I became a ASMR artist. I watched a lot, I studied a lot, I listened to a lot of them on my free time, not just like the JP VTuber ones, but like real life streamer ones, real life content creator ones, or just trigger based ones, because I feel like I can't do what they do, like that quality. I still don't think I'm doing what quality they are doing. But then I asked like, bro, hey, I know you have a 3D mic, can I just steal it so I can try?
Wait a sec, why did he have a 3D mic exactly?
He does video things back then, so
he
he has a
wasn't
lot of
an
mic
artist.
capturing.
Chat,
Oh, maybe. We never know. What? We never know.
Let's find him.
Maybe, yeah. Whoa, I need to ask him now. No. But yeah, that's like how I stole my brother's mic. I'm still using the same mic that is from my bro. I never returned it, unfortunately. So no, please no. Yeah, but I started out, but then back then I don't know what I'm doing, and I still remember like people were really supportive. They're happy that I'm like venturing out, trying different things. And you all liked my voice apparently. Teehee, thank you so much. But there are also like stuff like, oh, this is not ASMR. ASMR should be like pure whispering. ASMR should be da 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 da. So I agree. I think like everybody has a different concept
There's
of how
a lot
ASMR
of
should be.
different visions of ASMR
opinions.
these days. Yeah. Actually,
But I would just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's doing good, right? So who cares? What do they say? Don't listen to the haters. Woo woo. But this leads nicely into another topic that we have. So we're both Twitch partners, if you guys can't tell. I want to talk about how we became Twitch partners. Okay, so if it's okay with you, I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna finally use my camera angle. Hello. So the thing is, I actually first applied for Twitch partner. I was able to first apply for Twitch partner in 2022 already. And in 2022, basically, I had a lot of problems with university. like I needed to study because I was about to fail my entire studies. So I had to start studying a lot, but I didn't want to stop streaming, right? So what I did was I started doing study streams, and I did it in the ASMR category. I just used my normal mic, and I was like, okay, if I start taking my notes, then it can be like pen scratch ASMR, right? So that's what I did. I was studying and I was barely talking because I was trying to focus on my studies. And I think those streams kind of saved me my entire studies because it actually helped a lot. I actually focused during those streams. And I managed to do both things, like VTubing and studying, because otherwise I would have only VTubed. And people really liked them. Like at that point, I got like so many viewers, and people were like, oh, it's so nice to like work together with you. And I was so happy about that. And then at some point,
you don't do that anymore.
Because I don't study anymore. I'm getting to that. Wait, I'm getting to that. So you're right. And then I was able to apply. I didn't get it because of course, my non-ASMR streams didn't get quite as many viewers. So it was just what's the word? The average, right? But that was the first time I tried. And I did start doing less of those streams because as soon as the pressure of me almost failing was gone, I started studying less. Yeah.
Oh, whoa! You let that influence your studies? Like stream results? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Laphi,
Huh?
you're gonna be a good student. What?
Wait, what?
You
What?
said because like stream wasn't going well, or like studying wasn't going well, so it makes...
No, my studies started going better, so I didn't study as much anymore. So I didn't do study streams anymore because I just didn't study anymore as much. Right? So, and the thing is, I also didn't want to reach partner through those streams because that's not my usual content, right? So I knew that I didn't want that. So that's why I did them less. And people were kind of sad. They were like, oh, I want to study with you again. I'm like, sorry, I don't study anymore.
Time to do masters with me. It's not too late to apply, girl.
No, save me. But yeah, so that was my first try. I think I'm going to continue with my actual partner because I think you only have one story for your partner reaching, right? Or did you also try like 2 different times?
No, I think my first time failed, and then my second one was relatively smooth. Yeah. So no, you can continue first. Actually, go.
Yeah. Well, for me, my actual partner achievement was like a time skip. It was like in early 2023. After I had my re-debut with this model, this Live 2D model. That's a different story, but I'm just gonna say the partner thing. I reached it like I think a month after debut because I did blow up quite a bit through that debut. Like my viewers doubled.
Look at her.
My viewers doubled. I was at like 50 to 70 before, and then afterwards I was like over double of that. So I think that helped. Yeah, I got really lucky with my debut, I think. But I also worked very hard for the promotion of that one. It was very different from 2021.
Oh
so...
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
It was really good. Like,
I did a lot.
I can tell that was a plan. Yeah.
Yeah. I planned it for a long time. So that's how I reached partner, in like mid or early 2023. And my first attempt actually there. Like my second attempt overall and my first attempt there. Yeah.
I see. Well, that's actually impressive because like I know nowadays partner is still very difficult to achieve. But I did have a phase where like I don't know if I should apply for partner at all because I was on YouTube as well, and then back then YouTube and Twitch is like huge competition, right? They still are, but back then it's really strict. Like if you stream on Twitch, you can't stream on YouTube. If you like that kind of thing. If your partner here, you can't do there, something like that. So I was like in a big dilemma, like, oh, what should I do? Should I focus on this? Should I focus on that? Like, if I was partnered and I'm streaming on Twitch, that means people will like subscribe to me on Twitch. They're gonna pay money on there, but I don't want them to like pay double money on YouTube for the same thing. And I like, that kind of things in my head. So I sat down and I like evaluated what I should do best. And then back then I tried like doing like maybe like 4 streams on Twitch and 3 streams on YouTube like that, which maintained for a while.
That's 7
but
streams
then
a week. What?
Yeah, I do a lot of streams back then, like way more than what I do now.
Shu's Shu's lowest streaming month is still more than my highest streaming month in hours, by the way. Just saying. Like Shu streams a lot more than me. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but back then I was freelancing, so I didn't have like a stable job, so I'm able to do whatever I want to. Well, compared to now, it's not So my partner journey beforehand though, before I achieved partner was I didn't want to go for a partner. It happened really smoothly. I didn't like went for like a partner goal at all.
Partner push, me neither.
Yeah, partner push. Didn't go for that because I feel like if it will happen. It will happen. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Because I don't know how Twitch works as well. My first time that I was notified that I have enough qualification to apply for partner, I tried it out because I wanted the check mark. I think it's cool.
It is, right? And more emotes.
Yeah,
I wanted the
it.
emotes so badly.
Yeah, the animated emotes, like everything. I wanted the check mark. I think it's cool. And I think like it will make my community happy as well back then. Like they supported me and then I achieved something because of their support. And I think it will be like a good celebration kind of concept. So I applied for it, but it failed. Yeah, my first one failed. And my notification came in like a week. It was so quickly. They tell me that, oh yeah,
you suck, bye.
Your numbers, like something like your numbers doesn't really match what we think as a partner. I think like you should be a more mature content creator before applying. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. That makes so much sense. And then I started doing ASMR. I think ASMR did help, but then I don't think they counted in my ASMR that much because back then people that watched my ASMR are mostly for raiders actually, because we had a really tight-knit ASMR community.
Yeah, there were way less people
really
back then. I felt that too when I had ASMR.
We all know each other, and then like people will always raid each other. Like it's not compulsory, but we love raiding each other so much because we want to like bring the sleepyheads here and there, and we don't want to raid like something that's not
much
ASMR.
alternatives that wasn't ear licking, so
exactly. So like we are all sharing the same community, and everybody like kind of just stayed and watched. But then ASMR doesn't really convert to like normal streams or like other variety streams because ASMR. So I'll just leave it that way. Is everything all right?
I couldn't hear you just now, but now I can hear you again.
Okay. So what actually helped? I think it's actually singing streams. Yeah.
Your singing voice is beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. But back then, I treated singing streams as a place where I can just do like random babbling shower session singing into streaming instead. So I moved my shower singing time to like stream singing instead. And then I remember a Twitch staff came in and then they picked a song. I played the song on guitar, and then the next day I got partnered.
Oh, well, they loved you so much, see?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened there, but I feel like something happened there. Yeah, I feel like something happened there, guys.
I can clap. Look.
Oh, wait, can I clap as well? Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was a singing stream. It was a guitar singing stream.
Yeah, and then we're both partner. But she achieved partner much long before me. I think. Next topic, how we met, right? Like how we started talking. I think when we started talking, we were already partner.
Oh, are we?
I think so. Or you were trying. At least it was very soon after we started talking more.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
But like, is there anything changed after becoming a partner? Not really.
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
nothing at all.
Nothing changes, chat. It's not that important.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So the thing is, I'm actually kind of confused on when we started getting really close, because I know our first collab was in April, I think, of 2022 or 2022, and it was the April Fool's collab, where we both were men.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and we tried to play the Switch tabletop game thingy, and then it crashed and didn't work, so we had to do something else. Yeah, that was our first collab, and I think we met through Nunki probably, right? Because I was friends with Nunki, and Nunki was she was Jan Maid and Amberglow, and I knew Nunki because she was German too, and we were yeah, but I don't think we were talking that much yet then, right? So how did it start? Was it with Mumu? I don't remember.
Mumu, it's definitely Mumu actually. 100% Mumu.
Yeah.
Definitely Mumu.
So I met Mumu through Hiro. He's a guy. Yeah, and then we started talking about Pennywise's dick and stuff and DMs, like girls do. Yeah, don't ask. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, Mumu and me started hanging out a lot, and Mumu was friends with Shu because
I liked her singing. She sang Fly Me to the Moon, and I was like, damn girl, you sing so well. And I DM'd her. Like, I don't know why I'm so extroverted. I used to do this back then. Like, I DM.
You're still
to girls.
extroverted. Don't listen to her, guys. She is. She is.
Not really.
I was still indie at the time, right? She was like, Mumu, Laphi, join Everglow with me, please.
Yeah, because I was lonely.
Yeah, she really wanted us to join Everglow. And I was like, I don't think I can because I have like my work contract. I don't think I can join an agency, so no thank you. Like, I didn't know the legal stuff and everything. But Mumu joined.
Yeah, it's like I actually sold some of my friends because I know back then our CEO was like trying to hunt for new people, and I was like, wow, rather hunting than new people, maybe I should do a nepo hire. I realized it's actually nepo hire, guys. What I was doing with nepo hire.
Wait, did you also ask Zayla? Because she says she asked everyone. Did you ask Zayla?
Yeah, I asked my friends because like rather than hiring people that I don't know of, maybe I should hire someone that is interested. Or like that I know of that I can trust. Yeah, so I sold the company to them. Like, oh my god, yeah, we have managers. Yeah, we do merch. Yeah,
wow, crazy.
We have like generations. Our company provide models and stuff like that. So I sold them the company and be like, yeah, you should totally join. They will fund covers. Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
We joined, and then Shu dipped after a few months. And left her.
And I dipped out.
You left her alone. So why did you dip, Shu? Because this is your big journey from like first time indie from Corpo, right? So what happened?
Yeah, I left the company after 3 whole years, actually like 3 years. 2 years. Because yeah, like there's no bad blood, honestly. There's nothing like that. It's just I felt like sometimes I can do things by myself compared to like being in the company in a sense where like to some point, because there is constant expansion to a point where I don't feel supported enough. I think that it's not a bad thing. Expansion is not a bad thing, but I think companies should try to like listen to what their talent wanted. But to some point I felt really suffocated that like my view sometimes isn't heard of. Or like what should be done for me is not done, stuff like that, like not meeting my expectations. And to some point like I felt like maybe it's best if I let go, maybe I should do things by myself, I should try it out. And so I left, and then I did. I'm so sorry for people that I pulled in and I just left.
Guys, you have to keep in mind Everglow was actually like a pretty I think like they weren't that uptight about what their talents did in comparison to some other agencies at the time, but there was like projects still went through them, right? And the communication, so it was probably slower than it would have been if she would have just done it herself. And
exactly. So for example, a tiny thing like, oh, I want to do a birthday stream like that, and then maybe there are some cool things that I want to prepare, but instead of like doing it myself, I have to tell management that like I want to do this, I want to do that, and then management will process it, and then they will hunt for like artists and stuff, which is like there's actual proper management, you know, but like will we ever get the result? We don't know. And it might be over the time that like it's supposed to be delivered, so it's faster to do it yourself. But if you did it yourself, it will feel weird because
you don't actually owe what you're paying for because the IP belongs still to the agency, right?
And at last I still have to pay what I paid as well, so
yeah, she had to buy yourself out, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But and overall though, I do think AG is not really a bad company. I liked everyone in there. I think at least when I was there, everyone was really nice to me, and then all the gen mates are really nice. I really miss all of them actually.
I miss
They're
such
good people.
So long.
Yeah.
Right.
Miss them. And they had cool vision as well. Yeah. What about you? Like, have you ever wanted to like join?
After my redive year, I think a month after, so like April 2023, I got reached out to by a VTuber agency called Lightmotif. And Lightmotif, if you guys don't know, that's a Germany-based VTuber agency. Currently, the only one. Back then, also the only one. There was like one before them, but they failed. No, 2 actually, but they both failed, so they were the only one. And I knew of them through my dear friend Finsty, because we actually go way back. Like we knew each other way before he became Finsty. And
wait, what? This is some lore I didn't know.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. And I do remember when he like auditioned back then, I was still in my corpo hating phase. I was like, oh, be careful. Please be careful what you're joining. It's dangerous. Like, you have to read the contract and stuff. But I knew through him that he's really like happy with where he is. So when I got contacted by I think it was Jan back then, our CEO, they were like, hey, we really like your stuff and we want to open an English branch. And I was like, because so far they only had German VTubers, right? And I remember asking Finn, like, being to Finn, like, oh, that's cool, but I don't speak German. I could never join you guys. So I was like, damn, when they told me they want to open English branch. And yeah, I was scouted. I didn't audition for Lightmotif ever. I was just messaged by Jan. They were like, hey, you want to have maybe a talk where you can like ask us questions and we can see if you would like consider the possibility of joining us. So the first thing I did was run to Finn like, Finn, what should I do? He was like, well, go for it. Why not? Just listen to what they have to say. So I did. And the funny thing is, Jan was actually in my chat before. Like, he was watching my streams and chatting and I didn't know who he was. And I found out before they DM'd me because one of my mods went on his channel and found out that he's the CEO of Lightmotif and he messaged me like, hey, look, this Lightmotif CEO is in your chat. And I'm like, oh.
Look at your viewers casually like stalking other viewers.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, and then I had the interview with them. Well, I remember I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. And they said, well, we should be nervous because like, we want you. We just have to convince you, you know? I'm like, okay. So I asked them some stuff and made sure about some things like about my model IP and whatever, because I was scared. But as you can see, the talk went pretty well. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And they put me on the server. And then at that point, only Looney, Mona, Finn, and Jinja were in the agency. Jinja had joined a few months prior. And yeah, and then I think it took 2 months until I revealed it to the public. So I was already in the agency for 2 months before. And yeah, that's how I went Corpo, I guess, kinda. I got adopted. Yeah. EP.
Okay. Yeah, I actually kind of remember that like part of the journey because you shared everything with me. Like, oh, should I join? I'm anxious. Do you think it's a scam? Yeah. Stuff like that, you know.
I did because she was the one with experience.
Then, yeah, I was like in a phase where I was struggling as well. So that's also when I wrote the song Right For Me, my OG song, guys. Yeah, I was struggling real hard, like about what I should do, you know. And then I heard like she's gonna join a company. I'm like, Laphi, think about it through first. Like, read.
I did read. I read the contract with my mom, by the way. And my mom pointed at some things. She was like, you should clarify that. And I did do that. So, yeah.
I see. Yeah, because you don't know. Maybe they will sell you. Like, they will sell your soul. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's so scary.
You never know.
Sometimes.
You never know.
Yeah. And, well, in between what Laphi was signing with Lightmotif, I was an indie by then. Yeah, indie. And then I usually back then when people graduate from a company, they completely gone. Like they're gone. It's not really that rare to be. Hey, that's forbidden knowledge. It's forbidden knowledge.
They don't rebrand. They die.
They die. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kind of. Unfortunately, they changed their species into another thing. But for me back then, it's not that common to be able to buy your IP out actually, because IP can get really expensive. I know from insiders news, some company, if you want to buy out your IP, you gotta pay like the same amount of your subscriber number and times 2 USD.
Times 2.
So yeah.
Jesus,
so
man.
For example, if like right now you have like 25k followers, you have to pay like 50k. USD. So yeah, it's insane. But our boss back then was really generous. They offered me to like buy my IP, so all I have to do was like buy all the assets, everything. Yeah. But because I was a VTuber for like 3 years, no matter if I funded like my projects myself or whatnot, it's still like company property, so I have to pay it. So it wasn't a small number, guys. It wasn't a small number, but I think it was really worth it. Really, really worth it, because I would not like. I don't know what I should do.
You should have to restart again. Everything. It's so much. Right?
You have to start again, but then like. I don't mind starting, but it's just I will miss you guys so much. I will.
Imagine the world in which you had a graduation stream, guys. Can you imagine that? Like Mumu did? So sad.
I would not want that. It's so sad. It makes me want to cry thinking about it. So yeah, indie was really fun though. I actually liked being indie girl.
well, I did too. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it for so long.
I really liked it. And it says like I do miss being a company back then because I love being in a group. I love like working with some friends that has the same goal. I liked that like people will have events together. I like that you get supported by some like companies at the back so that you know that if something happens, you're not alone. Like that kind of feeling. I liked it a lot.
I have to say that like the group part is one of the main reasons I did join. Because I said I don't want to join agency, but at that point my hatred had like kind of subsided, and I was like, oh, it would be nice to like have a group of people to always do stuff with, like under a shared brand and everything. Yeah, I think that's a reason a lot of people join.
Yeah, that's also why I joined kind of Lightmotif.
Wait, we're not there yet. So what happened afterwards? So again, I joined in May 2023. And then it was Dokumi in July, I think. Dokumi is a German convention, the biggest anime convention in Germany. And Leitmotiv had a booth in 2023, which I was not really officially a part of yet since I joined so late into the planning. But I was able to take a +1 along, and I took Shu. I was like, hey, yay! I was like, Shu, do you want to come to Germany and go to the convention with me? And like, my managers are organizing hotel and everything. You want to join? And she was like, yeah! And then we met for the first time. Yeah, like in person. Yeah, and then we had like a dinner with everyone from Lightmotif. And I was like talking to the others, and I just saw Alex and Shu chatting the entire time. Alex and Shu were chatting so much. What were you chatting about?
We were chatting about they want to be in the company.
I was alone at that point, right? Like the English branch was literally just me. It was only me.
It's more like they had plans to expand in the English market, and then well, back then I think there's another factor that influenced what they're doing, because they wanted me in because they wanted me to be with you because we had good chemistry, and they also can tell that like I wanted some like management support back then, so they reached out. At the same time, what speeded up the process actually competition, because I was being scouted by other companies.
She was popular girl, you guys.
Yeah. So that happened, and then Alex Yan was like, "No, we'll think about it through, but we really want you." And I think they are really sincere, and I think like everybody in Lightmotif is really friendly, especially after Dokumi. I was really convinced because I like the chemistry amongst like the bonding that everybody has in Lightmotif. And like, you know how difficult this decision was, girl, because everybody speaks German. I don't speak German. And like, even with the language constraint, I still feel really welcomed. And I think everybody has their own niche that like I can learn and study from as well. So I think it is worth joining just because you guys are here.
And because she loves me so much. She
I
loves
do
me
love
so
you.
much.
Can we do a heart? What can we do a heart? Can I even do a heart? Wait,
can we like a
wait, can I? Where's my hand?
Wrong hand, girl, wrong hand.
Wrong hand.
Like we can't reach.
This hand?
Oh, she's so far
away. Can we touch fingers? Oh,
no.
can we not even?
No, we can't.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do it like a Korean heart here. Wait, let me.
Oh, like a money heart.
Ta-da! It's not working.
No.
Oh no, not middle finger. Okay, well, ignore that.
So I was invited, and then I said yes. Oh, that makes me.
I didn't invite you, by the way. I wasn't the one. It was Alex.
Yeah. That makes me the 5th member, actually.
Yeah,
wow,
she was the 5th.
Cool.
No, the 6th. Yeah. I was the 5th. I was the 5th.
Oh, you're the 5th. Okay, then I'm the 6th. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's the 9?
The 7th, you mean?
Is there? Yeah. Who's the 7th?
Naya. And then
8th?
and then Ashe, and then Maku.
Ah, Sasuga 6'9", me Maku. Wow.
69.
I'm sorry.
The octopus. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. We should. I I joined Lightmotif, and that's where everything are. We're here now. Yeah.
Yay. The thing is, like, Shu and me, even when she didn't join yet, we were collabing a lot, right? And we were hanging out a lot. I think at that point, Momo was already... Were you talking less to Momo? I don't remember why. But Shu and me were like doing a lot of things together. So nothing really changed in that aspect, I guess. But I don't know, it's just nice, you know, to like be like, oh yeah, we're Lightmotif English together, you know? It gives a different, like, give me your hand. Do you hate me? She can't reach it. She can't stretch her arms, you guys. She's...
Oh, no. Okay, drink water. Okay.
And stay hydrated. Yeah. So, where was I going with this? Yeah. So we joined.
We're seeing. We're pretty close to start with before I'm even was in the company. Yeah.
Right. And you have to keep in mind, Laphipi is like not the typical VTuber agency. They're like more like support with sponsorships and merch mainly. So we do most of our stuff ourselves, like when it comes to projects and everything. And thus we also have like a lot of freedom, of course, right? I think that was another thing that made you join, right? Like that you still have control of everything you do, and like we own ourselves, you know. No one wants to steal our bodies and stuff. Right.
Of course. Now that we are in Lightmotif now, and then we have our expectations, our goals kind of also change a lot as well. For example, we wanted like, if we say what we wanted nowadays, that we want the support in most of, for me, it's actually 3D things. Yeah. Like I want to have an opportunity to go to like a studio properly and do things as a whole together with Lightmotif, like or filming like a variety show or just creating contents together like as a team, or even host like a proper concert, which is still in the planning, it's still in the works. Like these are my new goals right now, and I think like Lightmotif can help with it. Like at least I wanted help from them, from these areas.
I think in general the 3D market is very untapped when it comes to VTubing, which is kind of ironic because the first VTuber was a 3D VTuber, right? Like he's not I. And well, this is kind of a good start, right? Like we have a 3D podcast together, we're doing a project together, and we're 3D, and you know, we were supposed to have full body tracking. I promise you, as the podcast goes, we're gonna try upgrading the setup at least to have good face tracking, and maybe also some full body.
We don't have
ones.
full body today. It's because of her, guys. It's because of her. It's because of her. That's why we don't have full body today.
Agreed. You agreed that we should. What is the biggest challenge you faced actually?
Oh, my biggest challenge.
Yeah, only 4 years.
4 years. Biggest challenge. Challenges. Oh my god, there's so much actually.
Choosing between all the management that's like all the agencies that scouted her. Suffering from success.
No. That is actually really easy to choose from. Like, cause I know what's best for myself. You know, like that is quite easy to think of.
A big girl.
But like, I think my biggest challenge is balancing things out. Yeah, balancing things out. For example, how much should I stream? How much should I focus on like socializing? How much should I that how much like what should I plan to make like big events? Like I think just balancing everything, life, VTubing, work, socializing, and also in a sense like in the beginning of VTubing as well, I was really confused on like how the distance should be between a VTuber and the community as well.
True.
I think that is one thing that's super difficult because like our company didn't teach us about that. Like they don't know how like far or close we should be.
No one taught me either.
I feel like our dynamics changed. Like Shumai's and Shulan, like our dynamics changed a lot. Like back then I was in the server a lot, like hanging out a lot. Like I still want to do that though, but it's just I got so busy in work lately. But I still want to make like monthly community gatherings a thing. But I do realize that like some people will say that like, that is so weird of you to not make this a Patreon thing. Like this should be a paywall thing like that. And wait, that is so weird though. I've never thought about that. Like why would you paywall that though? Do you not just want to hang out? And I realized this is kind of like a small mid VTuber thing. If you're a bigger VTuber, it will be more difficult to do this. Do you get what I mean, PP? Because there's so many people. It will make hosting things like this more difficult. Yeah, and I treasure what I have right now. Yeah, I think like having a balance and having like the appropriate distance is something difficult. Yeah, at least for me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
I get that. For me, let me think. So, well, there's the thing with the studies I talked about, right? Like especially when I first started, I started studying and VTubing around the same time. Where's my logo gone? I had a very hard time, like, because when during my first semester, I would record, had online classes because of COVID. I would record shorts and stuff during my lectures, and I would not pay attention to the lectures, and I wanted to bring out content. People ask me, how do you make so much content while you're like studying? I'm like, well, that's a secret trick called not paying attention in class.
Well.
And that really bit me in the butt. So I had to take some time to really try and you know, just start balancing my real life and not let VTubing consume me as much. So that was a big challenge. I think I'm doing that much better these days. But in the beginning, that was really hard for me. Right. I think these days, my biggest struggle, honestly, is just finding the kind of offline content that I want to do and making time for it. Because I work full-time now, right? I started working full-time mid last year, and not studying anymore, and it's really hard when I'm so tired when I get home after work to still stream. That's my biggest struggle currently.
Yeah, balancing that's the balancing thing. Yeah, I get it. It's just sometimes you really want to stream, but then you're just so exhausted,
and you know you wouldn't be able to be entertaining if you went live right now.
Exactly, and I think you guys will also know it. Like, you can tell if we're exhausted or not. But I also think you will be able to understand us, because if everybody's going through a lot of things, so you guys probably can feel as well. Maybe you guys are even more busier, but then sometimes we're just so lazy. I wouldn't say lazy, it's just tired. Yeah. Wait, I saw a question just now from hang on. When you were kind of gone to water break, you were quick shaken. Oh, I missed the question. It was like, oh yeah, I remember. Other asked, did you guys ever had like difficulties where like you want to quit, and then how do you keep on doing the same thing without wanting to quit? Like, how do you keep yourself motivated all the time?
Do you want to start, or should I start?
You should start first.
I should start. Okay. So for me, I did want to quit. I had a time where I was gonna quit, and that was like because of very personal issues, but mainly I was feeling very bad, and I had like a very negative connotation to VTubing for some time, and it just wasn't, it was still fun for me, but I just felt so bad, and I felt like it was really consuming me. And the reason I kept going and why I kept going was just because I like VTubing. I like doing what I'm doing. I love like making covers, I love voice acting, I love making shorts, I love making content, and I like streaming. So yeah, it's literally just the passion pushing through for me, at least. I think that's where a lot of VTubers kind of fail. Like, they do have the passion, but it doesn't outweigh the difficulties. Yeah, I think you do need to have this kind of passion if you want to survive as long as we did without any changes.
I agree. Are there moments where I wanted to quit though? I don't think I had moments where I wanted to quit at all. At least. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Because there's so much that I want to do, you know? Like, it's about passion once again. Like, there's so much I want to do, so much I haven't done, so much that I have to complete, and so much that I want to show you guys, so much that I want to learn and explore. And I feel like there's more possibilities for like VTubing as a medium. Yeah. But tips on like how to not like give up on one thing, I guess.
Take breaks.
Like, once again, is the breaks.
Take breaks. It's important.
And find a niche or a thing that you think will make you feel really passionate about. So,
but don't feel forced to find a niche. If you do enjoy doing different things, don't, like, people tell you have to find your niche to grow, and that might be true. That's also something I kind of struggle with sometimes. But if you're just someone who likes doing different things, I like doing different things, then don't feel forced to grow, to like find your niche. Don't do it because you feel like, oh, I have to grow. If I want to grow, I have to do this niche. Because I know some people who start out, or like they blow up through one specific thing, and then they feel forced to only do that thing because otherwise the views go down or whatever. And I think that's, even if you were passionate about the thing in the beginning, it's gonna at some point eat away at you. So yeah.
But once again, like, even if you have the strongest passion, you can still have burnouts. That's why like rest is very important.
I do
like,
struggle with
breaks.
that, I have to admit. I suck at taking breaks. And when I do take breaks, I feel bad about not streaming, so it's a bit hard. That's another challenge, right? Yeah. Like, I can tell you guys, even when I'm on vacation, I do not feel relaxed. I feel like I should be doing something. It's pretty bad. I think that just shows the passion again, right? Like, you do want to do something.
Okay, so I guess that's basically our full journey then.
Yeah, that's how we got here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, before we talk about the second topic, I see a side topic here. Saying Laphi has a cool, deep female voice, and here someone says, "I feel like Shield has a more mature voice." Do you want to compete? Who has a deeper
voice? I feel like I have a lower voice than you, honestly.
No, I feel like I have a even lower voice than you.
I really don't feel like you do. I really don't feel like you do. I really don't.
How do you talk on stream at the beginning when there wasn't much chatter? So I wanted to be a Let's Player, and I used to emulate Let's Playing for myself, just talking to myself. So I was always good at talking to myself. I actually feel like I've gotten worse at that as I started getting more chatters compared to the beginning, where I was able to just to myself the entire time. I didn't need chat in the beginning. I could just yap away the day. Yeah, so I had practice.
You practice how?
I told you,
How do you
like,
practice?
since I was super young, I would just like narrate myself when I was gaming because I wanted to be a Let's Player without recording because I didn't know how. Yeah.
Okay.
I did that for a long time.
When no one is really chatting, I just talk to myself. Yeah, like, I don't know, I talk to myself a lot. I just say my inner thoughts out loud, and that's it.
Making noises.
And sometimes it's really weird. Because it's like thoughts in your head that you normally won't say when you're in public, right? But then now you're suddenly saying it, and then it makes it so out of context. Yeah, and then after you realize that you processed it out, like you put it into words already, I'm like, why did I just say that? Why would I say that? And then you guys clip it, and then I'm like, what? Why?
What are you saying?
Yeah. All right. So should we move on to the second point?
Yeah,
in our,
third,
for our podcast?
technically. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fourth actually.
Oh,
or third.
Fourth? I don't know. But this is like kind of a more general thing. We want to introduce VTubing culture just a little bit. I guess all of you guys know what VTubing culture is, but I feel like it's kind of different, like random Twitch indies compared to like what is considered actual VTuber culture, because VTubing has grown so far. It's literally just another medium to stream, right? Like there's no set way to be a VTuber. Just get a model and you're a VTuber. But what we're talking about is like actual VTubing culture that kind of stems from agencies. Yeah. Right.
So
and
do you want to
terminology.
define what VTubing is first? Like, do you know what VTubing is?
VTubing, well,
yeah,
there's different definitions. The biggest one is just have an avatar, like a digital avatar with face tracking, and you're a VTuber.
Wait, so you're saying that VTuber girls are not real? I thought they're real.
Well, they're virtual.
No, I'm just joking. Why is there dead silence? What the hell, man?
I have to process that level of stupidity. No, we're real, very real. No, it's virtual.
No,
I guess it depends on whether you
virtual.
consider virtual real or not.
Yeah, like in my dictionary as well, like VTubing is basically using a virtual character to stream, to do content. That's VTubing. So virtual character to represent yourself. You can be anything, any type of thing, whatever you like, and you could be a VTuber. Anybody can be a VTuber. Yeah, VTubing, YouTubing with a V.
Because the first VTubing started out as YouTuber, because Keys and I was a YouTuber. She made scripted videos on YouTube, so she was a virtual YouTuber. Technically, I am not a virtual YouTuber. I'm a virtual Twitch streamer.
Yeah, people used to argue, like, if you're only a Twitch streamer and a VTuber, you shouldn't be a VTuber, you're a VTwitcher.
VTwitcher. That sounds weird. Like, virtual Twitcher, you're just like going, twitching around.
I'm like us right now, we're twitching around.
Yeah, the arms are like doing their own thing.
Yeah, twitching.
My one arm isn't even, like, what?
So I can't raise my hand. But yeah, that's VTubing. Unless like you guys have other definitions of VTubing. But yeah, we would like to introduce some terminology, right? For example, where VTubing this concept come from. I do think VTubing came from Japan because I think that's how it made it big, how it all started, how
the term came to be.
It popularized, and how it like flowed into the Western market. So I definitely think it came from Japan. That's why like a lot of words and terminology are heavily influenced by like Japanese culture, especially idol culture as well. So some words like oshi, you guys know what oshi means? Not oh shit, but like
because oshiteru, you're pushing someone. The person who's your oshi is your favorite person who you want to push to support the most, or well, multiple.
Oshiteru, pushing, push.
Push
So
the baby is
when
almost out. Yeah, push. It's a boy.
that's your oshi. Oh my god, the boy. Wow.
She was child.
No, your child.
Our child.
Yeah, our child.
Our child.
So yeah, oshi is someone that you push, someone that you support at the back, you know? So that's your oshi. That's someone that you chase, someone that you... Yeah, basically that. So when you tell a VTuber that, oh my god, you're my oshi, or an idol that, oh my god, you're my oshi, they'll be so happy because that means you support them. Yeah, so next time if you want to make a VTuber happy, you can say like, okay, and only say it if you really mean it, okay? That you're their oshi, because sometimes different people have different kind of standard for oshis. For example, for me, I'm a daremo daisuki person, so DD means like I like any type of like VTubers, or like I'm a all-rounded supporter.
That's
like,
what kami oshi is for, though, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
So if you tell people that, oh, I'm you're my oshi, and then like you go to Laphipi and be like, oh my god, Laphipi, you're my oshi, like oh oshi. Some people might feel sad about it because they wanted them to be your one and only oshi. That's why there's the term that Laphipi just said, which is
kami oshi, got oshi.
Yeah, got oshi,
It's
like
your
one and only.
Oh, you can only have one kami oshi. You can have multiple
Yes.
oshis, but not multiple kami oshis.
Exactly. So
Yeah, but for some people, an oshi is already a kami oshi, so they only call one people.
yeah, Laphipi. Do you have a kami oshi yet?
Not really, honestly. Like, I don't have one person where I would be like... it's such a big term, you know, and I don't watch enough streamers, and I don't watch enough VTubing. Even of my oshis, I don't consume enough of their content where I'll be comfortable being like, yes, like, I don't push them enough for that, you know.
How about gaming? Gaming for sure you do have like a kami oshi, no?
Like a game?
Like gaming, like Sekai characters like that.
Oh, Akito. Akito is my kami oshi from Project
Akito.
Sekai.
Okay.
And
okay.
Sora's
yeah,
my-
like
wait,
this what oshi?
Yeah.
It doesn't limit to just VTubers, but VTubers
That's true.
community also use it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like a Japanese thing. Like, it started with idols, and then people say their favorite game character is also their oshi. Yeah.
Oh my god. People saying that we are their kami oshi and oshi. What?
Let's go! Thank you.
He's screaming actually. He's screaming internally. Thank you so much.
She is.
you
What
so
about you?
much.
Who's your
Yeah.
kami oshi?
My kami oshi? I don't have a kami oshi yet. Yeah, I have a lot of oshis though. You're one of my oshi too, girl.
I love you.
Can I blow you a kiss? Oh, I can't. So oshi is one word, but if you support someone, right, there will be activities that you can join. For example, meet and greets. Meet and greets. It's very common in like celebrity scenes, entertainment scenes, but it's also really common in like Japanese culture, idol culture as well. But the meet and greet in their sense is a little bit different. It's called like akusho, like the hand holding meetings.
Hand
You get what I
shaking,
mean?
not hand holding.
Yeah, hand
You're
holding.
not holding hands with your oshi, sorry.
Like handshaking events. Of course, because you're a VTuber, usually you're virtual. It's not common for VTubers to show up in a convention itself, standing right in front of you, saying hi to you. That's like not common at all.
It's rare.
Like,
I know it's much more common in
really
German.
rare.
It's funny because whenever it's dokumi, people are like, "Oh, Laphi, but you're not in person," and like actually disappointed. But you have to understand that is very, very rare for actual like outside of Germany VTubers. I know everyone from Lightmotif does it, or most people, but it's really rare, and it's more of like a special thing than you might think. So when I did do it, it was really scary. Yeah.
It was really interesting, to see the kind of like difference, because I think in Western market it's it's like a kayfabe. Oh my god, the word kayfabe. I actually don't know the word kayfabe.
I thought it's keyfabe, not gonna lie.
Wait, it's kayfabe or kayfabe? Kayfabe?
Keyfabe? I thought it's a Kingdom Hearts
Keyfabe?
reference. Keyfabe. No?
Oh, kayfabe. Okay, then it's kayfabe.
I don't know,
Wow,
I'm not
I'm
sure.
learning today.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So it's like the practice of maintaining character or persona authenticity
Us.
borrowed from wrestling terminology.
Right.
Wait,
so it's
what?
basically just
For
when
real?
people. Yeah, I'm playing a character. This is not me, chat.
Mm-mm.
No,
Yeah,
I
so-
do. When I go yandere, that's my keyfabe. You know, like
I like meet and greets as well. It's really common. Oh wait, sorry. You go first.
yeah, keyfabe. Chat. You never leave, will you? Yeah. I mean,
That's so cool. I didn't know you have expressions.
I do. As
Wow.
like happy and sad and angry and smug.
Wait.
Surprised.
Wait. Angry again? Surprise?
Angry. Bitch.
Uh huh. What?
Surprise.
Did you just?
No, I would never do that.
We're ending our podcast today.
She
She hates me.
It's the
Oh,
last, it's the
I'm just
last, the
joking.
first and the last, guys. Can you believe it? No. Right.
I see. That's her weapon behind her. Do you see that like
Yeah.
keyblade? That's her weapon.
Yeah,
She's ready to slay me. Yeah.
And every time, by the
Wow.
way, every time Shu's like peaceful, elegant dragon, that's keyfabe. That's not her.
That is real.
Okay.
The silence is so loud. Okay, well, other than meet and greets, are there other like idol culture things that you think influenced VTubing as well?
Graduations.
Oh yeah.
If you guys don't know, graduation, the term came from idol
Something,
culture, and there it came from a very popular idol group back in the 90s, I think.
AKB.
No.
As well.
Before AKB though, the term itself comes from an idol group that had a high school theme, and their members would stop their activities when they graduate high school, and thus they started calling leaving the idol group graduation, because they actually graduated from high school, and then it got taken over by like other idol groups. Yeah, that's where the term comes from. It's when a VTuber stops VTubing, or when they graduate their identity. Something we never did.
And if we have an end, that means we have a start as well. Debut culture is also from like idol culture.
I think Hololive popularized that actually.
Yes, but I do think like debut stage is a thing as well, and idol stages.
True, yeah.
So the first stage is called debut. Also in K-pop groups as well, it's called debut, as well.
live.
And then debut live, the first ever live debut.
A lot of
and I love
promo.
how like VTubers, even this is like a Japanese English word. Most people don't say it like debut or something. It's always debut.
Debut.
Debut. Yeah.
Isn't that an English word? Debut?
I don't know actually.
Pretty sure that's
Is
an
it an
English
English
word. That's an English word.
But it doesn't sound English.
Debut?
Debut. That sounds French for some reason.
Oh, maybe like
Debut.
it's an English word.
Debut. Debut is English word. I see. But yeah, other terms that you can think of.
Genmates, I guess, since we're already here. So genmates in particular, they refer to how you say, so technically Shu and me are genmates, technically, but we're also technically not, because I joined before her, so technically I would be her senpai. But
Yeah, she's my senpai.
yeah, if you know if you know Hololive, whenever a new generation debuts, that generation, the people in between that, they're genmates. They're the group they're promoted together. They do a lot of things together. Yeah, that's what genmate is. That's what people want. That's why they join agencies a lot of times. Just a group you're promoted together and you do stuff together, and you're ideally you're friends and you get along well. Yeah.
Genmates.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other things can I elaborate on genmates? Well, it's very important for companies to hire people that like align with each other, I guess.
Like get along, have the same like
Yeah.
goals, I guess. Not the same goals, but like they want the
Because
same
you're
thing.
pretty much stuck together, you know? You're pretty much stuck together. You work towards the same goal together,
work
so it's best
together.
if you guys fit. Yeah. Do we fit? Do we compatible with each
Guys,
other?
are we compatible?
Are we compatible?
I think not. I don't like you.
Wait, what?
don't
Our
like your
managers
face.
did say that our colors fits really well because
True, I
like,
love
I'm
blue and pink
you're
together.
pink.
It's like Lightmotif logo.
Yeah, so-
it's perfect.
I know exactly.
Right? It's
So
like
I'm
it's
thinking
made for
like,
us.
what if they're gonna hire more people? What color will it be?
Purple. They have to be purple.
So
Because the mix
maybe
of...
they mixed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Like I can't even high five. That's so sad.
Hmm.
Other stuffs like VTubing things like Live 2D. Do you guys know what Live 2D
Do
is?
you guys know Live2D? It's a software. The funny thing is, the first time I ever saw Live2D was in Bandori here, Bang Dream, the girl group MOBA game, which I
I
played
love
a
Bang
lot.
Dream, yeah.
Same. And they used Live2D for the character models in the game. And I came from Love Life School Idol Festival, which had just sprites, you know? And I was like, wow, that's the future. Crazy.
Gone.
And Brian, the main rigger, like I think the founder of Iron Verdicts, he made a tutorial all the way back in 2017 about how to use Live2D. I was like, I'm gonna do that. I didn't end up doing that, obviously. But yeah, it's just a rigging software. You can, like, you get a cut Live2D art, like a cut art, which is referred to as a Live2D model, and then a rigger takes it and puts meshes and squishes it around until you look fancy and move in 2D. Yep, that's Live2D. And a lot of
That's a
VTubers
good
are Live2D.
explanation.
A lot of VTubers are Live2D. But then, oh my god, what is this? I can move, like, I can move my arms. This is not just preset physics. This is a 3D model. Yeah, like in video games and stuff. And this is a 3D environment too, so you can see all around us. And I think, again, this is a very untapped market because this technology is very expensive. Like, full body tracking, it's not as advanced yet as Live2D tracking because it's more complicated, right? Because you're moving everything and it's crazy. And it's already advanced a lot in comparison to when we started. I don't think in 2021 you could have really...
It was not accessible.
Yeah.
Like it is accessible, but there's like so little solutions. For example, for hand trackers, basically it's leap motion.
It was so bad.
But leap motion kind of sucks.
It sucked.
So
Right
sorry,
now we're
leap
using a
motion.
webcam, by the way, for our hand tracking.
Yeah.
Look how good the finger tracking is. I could never do that with leap motion.
Exactly. Like even though it's still a bit wonky, but it's just a webcam. It can be any kind of webcam as well. It doesn't have to be like a good quality one. You just need a cam, and that's it.
Yeah.
But,
And there's
yeah,
also...
let's see how far it came.
Yeah, so I think the main body tracking thing that used to exist for VR chat and stuff was like the... What are they called? The trackers for VR chat?
Vive.
Yeah, the Vive trackers. And
Yeah,
those,
Vive
you need like a
trackers.
base station, which you have to place around you, and it's very complicated to set up. And then Japan, Sony, I think, they released Mokopi. And Mokopi, I forgot what the technology is called, but basically you don't need a base station. You just put those little funny, colorful trackers onto your limbs and onto your...
I think it's like IMUs.
Yeah.
IMUs or something. Yeah.
Don't ask us how it works, please. And then you can use a phone app and you have tracking. You can just put those trackers on yourself. They're very small, very much not noticeable, and then you can do it. The problem with that is there's drifting, and if you've ever seen my full body tracking streams, they're not. It's not
Same
that
here.
good. It's not that good. But yeah, and we have new trackers now. Rebo Cap. I haven't tried mine yet, but they look really good on Shoe. Have you got on a stream with them yet? Yeah, right.
I did.
Dancing stream.
It's really smooth. Yeah.
Right, but this was also not that expensive. It's getting more accessible, but it's not perfect either yet, right? So while Live2D has advanced a lot, it looks very smooth now. It's way harder still to make 3D accessible. Like if you really want really good, perfect tracking, you need a suit and ideally a studio.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
A space. Yeah, everything. So
Yeah.
it's still a very expensive thing to do, but I think like I would love to tap into this market. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
I would
so
I would
much things you
sacrifice.
can do. That's also why
my money.
Lightmotif chose, by the way, to make their VTubers 3D. Because I think there's some, but it's very rare for agencies to debut their talents as 3D VTubers. So it was actually
My old one.
Yeah, well, she was the only V-Roid actually, for whatever reason.
No, another Genmei was V-Roid as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
So two
But
V-Roids. Yeah.
they were completely 3D and not V-Roids. And yeah, they did that just because there's more possibilities. So I think that shows again how the German market looks at it kind of differently compared to the very established rules kind of the Western market and the Japanese market, I guess. But yeah, if you have to choose between the two, most people have like both, honestly. Like live 2D and 3D, or they first get a live 2D and then based on that they get a 3D, like me here. But Looney, for example, she doesn't have a 2D model. She only has like the 3D one, you know? So,
yeah, so like a reference sheet and then like immediately into a 3D model, which is really cool as well.
Yeah, and if
there's so many things to can do.
Right, and if you want to choose between the two, I think, I don't know, it's up to you, honestly. Price-wise, I feel like they're kind of the same when it comes to rig and art. You can get live 2D for cheaper probably in general if you choose like people who don't charge that much.
I actually think live 2D is way cheaper, girl. Live 2D is way cheaper. Like depends on who you are commissioning, of course, but
depends on the
like
3D artist you ask, I guess.
Is expensive in a sense. Like the base model is affordable, but then like add-ons, like how complicated your design is, your outfit is, rigging. Do you want extra like face rig? Do you want it to be exported into other formats?
That's true. There's so many formats.
And then the mocap solution as well. Like yeah, there's like a lot of different
true.
trackers.
If you want the full body tracking, yeah.
Like you don't really need a suit nowadays, but then it's still quite expensive. Like if you're a new beginner, and then sometimes maybe one tracking thing works for Laphipi, but maybe it doesn't work for me. So you gotta try and error sometimes as well. So all of these are
easier
like,
to get a live 2D model. Yeah.
Expensive. Yeah.
But Varudo here is actually, well, this isn't Varudo, unfortunately, it should have been.
Yeah.
But Varudo is like a very good step in the right direction. It's actually quite new in comparison to VTube Studio, and they are adding so much stuff. They recently added collab support, so we can be in the same world together. We're gonna be that hopefully next time. And there's so much stuff you can do, especially if you can code. The possibilities are endless. There's so much cool things you can do with it. That's the thing that wouldn't have existed in 2021, by the way.
That like in 2021 there's not a lot of like pre-made assets, you know. It's like bringing a really good point here. Pre-made assets is not that huge. Like artists in general is not that, there's not that many artists to start with. There's not that many VTubers to start with, and then there's a lot of people that wants to be the artist and the VTuber, but then there's not a lot of tutorials or like ways on how to tap into this market. So like finding assets for it or finding the right person to do certain things is so difficult. Even like overlays.
Yeah, right.
It was difficult to find artists that can do overlays.
And these days you can find beautiful ones everywhere, like on VGen. VGen is a godsend, by the way.
Exactly.
On Kohi, everywhere. So much free stuff. We're kind of in our next topic now, like how VTubing was back then in comparison to now. So it's much easier to get started these days. Back then you got a Vroid and you ideally made it yours like pretty on your own instead of just using the preset things, because those are kind of ugly. And then I made my first overlays and everything myself too, and it was ugly. And these days I could just grab one of those pretty pre-made ones, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I love what everybody is contributing to the community.
Yeah.
It's so insane to see how accessible things are now. Like sites like Skip doesn't really exist back then as well. Of course there are stuff like DeviantArt, stuff like Pixiv.
That name in a long time.
Yes, right. But then now there's like, I remember when I first started out, I commissioned artwork on Fiverr, girl.
Fiverr.
Can you believe it? On Fiverr.
I commissioned some stuff on Fiverr too.
Yeah, but nowadays there are like a website like VGen, Skeb. It's so much more convenient, all-rounded websites. So I do agree in a sense that like VTubing is so much more easier to start out now, but it's also so much more difficult to stand out.
That's true
as well.
Yeah, so you have to keep in mind, I blew up on TikTok. I would have not blown up these days with those videos that I put out. And even though, also clippers, back in the day, I got clipped 2 times by relatively big clippers. And I don't feel like those clippers that are kind of established already still clip indies these days. Like, at least not that I've seen, right? Like, I was a nobody back then, and this person with like 50,000 subs, they just clipped me like randomly. And I'm like, damn, okay. I thought I got botted when I suddenly had like 50 extra followers on Twitch. It was insane. And that also kind of changed, I think, because there's just so many people, and there's so many talented people.
Yeah, you're so right. Actually, maybe I don't get recommended that often anymore, but back then I found a lot of VTubers thanks to clippers or like reaction channels. But I do think there's less videos like that, or maybe I just didn't search for it on purpose. It didn't get recommended to me. that much anymore, but I still see a lot of like clips for like Feet Shoujo, for Hololive, Niji Sanji. There's a lot like that.
Yeah.
But,
Yuna says
but
something
nowadays
really
there's
good.
a lot of.
Ever watched Incredibles when everyone is super nobody is? Exactly. Everyone's beautiful these days.
So good.
Everyone, you know? Back then, a pretty design was kind of enough to make people go, damn, like a Rick from Iron Vertex? And you were set, man. You were set because of the promo, right?
Yeah, and then like, exactly. Like finding the artists, the popular artists or riggers is like such a big thing back then. Like if you find someone that's famous, you're set already because people definitely check you out. Yeah, like at least that's how it was. And then but nowadays it's not really. Sometimes I also think like models doesn't have to be extra pretty as well. Sometimes like a simple mascot model can also gain you attraction. So now your content has to be really good or like really scuffed or really funny or really lewd, like, you know, stuff like that. What other stuff do you find that is different?
I feel like for me it's different. I don't know if it's different. I would love to like interview someone who just started VTubing like in 2024, 2025. I think that would be super interesting to see how different their experience is. But for me, of course, since I did go corpo, like we did go corpo, right? So of course, I feel like the realm was more professional. But then again, I don't know how it was for corpo VTubers back then, if maybe it was already more professional for them back then.
It wasn't really that professional, at least from my eyes. But like, we do have like a very small community. Like, if you did something bad, everybody will know. We had like
and agencies were like blacklisting each other's, right? I remember that. Like agencies would blacklist each other, and then you just couldn't collab with people from the agency. I don't think that exists anymore.
Our company was in the blacklist for a while.
Oh yeah.
Something happened. So it was quite wild, but like there are communities like that where there's like underneath audiences' eyes, audiences' POV, there's something on the back going on. Small companies back then, it's not really that welcoming because they only hang out with each other compared to now.
I think through the efforts of some individuals, like especially the corpo scene has grown much closer, the small corpo scene. Like a lot of the cross-corpo collabs and everything, everyone's kind of close. That's
exactly. So I like it now. I like the culture now, actually. So because everybody is just very chill, very open for collabs or to hang out, and it doesn't really matter about a company status as well. Of course, like you being in a company will make people's guard down a little bit, thinking that like, oh, you probably is not a walking red flag since somebody's willing to hire you.
In general, like the view on corpos has changed, I think. Not to the better. Like, I think I'm an anomaly in the fact that I was like a corpo hater back then and not anymore. Because I feel like these days, VTuber agencies have a way more negative stigma than they had back then. Because back then, everyone kind of wanted it, right? It was like this glowing thing that could do no wrong. Let's say Niji Sanji, for example. Everyone wanted in. And then now, through all of the things that happened, the graduations, the terminations, and whatever drama happened, I think people are now like, oh, you should just stay indie, you know, you don't need them. You should own yourself, so you shouldn't be exploited by agencies. I think that's a big thing that changed.
They emphasize on like IP, having your own IP. So even if you join a company, the IP still is yours. That is like such a huge selling point now. Yeah, because back then that it wasn't a thing. It's like so common that like if you join a company, your IP is gone for life.
If you leave the company, you mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That. So it's very different.
So Shu didn't do anything to get blacklisted. It was the agency was blacklisted, not her.
It wasn't me. Me. I was a good egg. I was actually quite clean, like in general.
But yeah, that's another thing we did in common. 4 years and we didn't get cancelled once.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No drama,
like,
right?
Wait. What do you think you would get cancelled for, girl?
Not liking onions. It happens occasionally. That people try to cancel.
Why would that make you cancelled, man? I didn't get cancelled for liking pickles with chocolate.
I don't know, honestly. I feel like, what would we cancel for? I don't know. I don't really have anything. If it would be anything, it would probably be something from when I first started, honestly. Because I'm much
okay,
less
time to
filtered
dig
back
out
then.
her old clips, guys.
No, but I think if I open my mouth about some of my opinions on controversial topics, I might like get cancelled by a certain part of the community. But I just don't care enough to talk about that ever. I don't think those opinions need to be discussed. And so much of a touchy topic. But probably that. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's also food takes.
Food takes.
Food takes. Yeah, I have very strong food takes.
You're not gonna get cancelled for that. Give me something real. I said something real. You
for
have
example, I said like Bricken is not Bricken, it should be similar, or like similar can't be similar, it has to be Bricken. I think that will rage a lot of people to start with.
But it's not gonna get you cancelled.
Maybe they'd be like, "Oh my god, are you trying to stir up like a war between countries?" You know, like stuff like that. That could happen. Yeah. What others like comparison? Let me quickly think. Oh yeah, Immersion Breaks. Immersion Breaks. It's so common.
It's
for
so normal
VTubers
now.
to show, like their face or like parts of their face, or their body, etc. But back in the days, it's not really that common. Like no one really does it. Everybody like keeps the image really well. I think it's okay, like whatever direction you want to go for. But VTubing back then was so like corpo scene. So like everybody is hiding. I wouldn't say hiding.
You're not a
Hiding's not a
VTuber
good
if
word.
you show your face.
Yeah, like. Yeah, you're an actual virtual girl. But now, because VTubing is so diverse, for example, for Onigiri, she also like streams with real life things. But also
makes shorts with
avatar.
her real face.
Yeah, so I think it's really cool that like VTubing has been in different faces right now. But I also do understand why some people are uncomfortable of the change as well. For me, I'll stay as I am. Like I don't think I'll ever stream IRL actually.
Stream IRL, no, but I did show my face before.
Yeah.
So. Right.
That is it for podcast first episode.
The first episode. The next one will ideally be in 2 weeks on Sunday. Yeah, hopefully in the VOD world next time. But I think it went pretty well for all the stuff we had, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm gonna hope my mom doesn't kill me now.
I hope your mom doesn't kill you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with me, Shu. And bye bye, guys.